GM getting fired, not that big a deal. GM getting fired just days before the season is curious. What do you think about the timing of this move?
I have 2 words that come to mind for this one.
Oh, okay.
Ready for them?
It's going to be a short segment.
Sam Hinkie. I see a team that was tanking but didn't tell the world, but it was obvious by the product that was on the floor. And when it was time for somebody to take the baton, once you have Embiid, once you have Simmons, once you have Saric in tow to take them to the next level, you fire him and you bring in somebody else.
It certainly looks, we know that Booker's good. He just signed an extension. It certainly looks like Ayton could be pretty good based on what I've seen.
And the reason why I feel this way is if you know that you're going to fire your general manager, guess when you do it? Before he takes somebody in the draft.
Yeah.
Because usually he's trying to shape the roster based on what he feels like it should be for the future.
Well, to be fair, the draft, they didn't have a lot of decisions to make at the number 1 spot this year.
You do have decisions. You can trade it.
Sure.
And so when you allow him to take that pick, or when the organization takes that pick, maybe against his will, which I doubt, you're basically set for what you're trying to do. And they've done that the last couple of years. They got really nice prospects. Now it's time to see if they can become the level of player of an all-star caliber. So now James Jones, who I want to see get this opportunity. I played with him my final year in Phoenix. Know he has a great relationship with the owner, Robert Sarver. Like we're seeing with Elton Brand, you may be seeing a version of that taking place in Phoenix.
One thing with coaches, when coaches get fired, we kind of have a good idea why. They've got a win-loss record. They've said things to the press. When GMs get fired, I feel like we don't have all the information, especially when it comes to curious timing like this. There could be tension going on that we don't know about between ownership, between other people in the front office. So there's only so much we can say about the timing, but something happened. Something happened.
And I got to tell you a dirty secret.
What's that?
We know the GM's records, too.
I guess so.
The coaches.
I guess so.
And it's really dubious based on the timing because you're putting together a squad and we're about to go out and perform in regular season games next week. For you flagrantly to upset the apple cart means when you brought the people in to replace him, you told yourself you were going to do it anyway. So it sounds like a conversation of why not just do it right now.
It's not just Ryan McDonough. It's also the assistant GM, and it's also one of the scouts. Like now you have to go hire people. Well, those same Phoenix Suns were performing last night in the Bay against the Golden State Warriors, and Steph Curry, in one possession, just reminded everybody of his brilliance. He not only steals the ball from the Phoenix Suns, goes down the other side, little move here, little move there, gets to the rim. It's just like sometimes Steph reminds us of his brilliance because he hasn't been the MVP. He hasn't been the finals MVP. He is sort of neck and neck with Durant. But who do you think is more important to the Warriors? Steph Curry or KD?
Steph.
Really? Why do you say that?
Because when people talk about building teams and ask this question to people, you'll stump a lot of people in arguments. They're going to name a lot of people, and nobody's going to say Steph Curry. Who's the Golden State Warriors built around?
Steph Curry.
And the last time I checked, they won a championship before KD arrived.
They didn't build around Klay Thompson or Draymond.
And they won 73 games. So he drives and became the anchor of what they hoped to get accomplished, which allowed them to acquire KD, not the other way around.
And when they acquired KD, they won 2 straight. And Steph Curry also had something very interesting to say to the media about their expectations this season. Usually what athletes do is they downplay things. Oh, we're just trying to take it one game at a time, and, we're trying to make the playoffs and then see what happens. The regular season's long. It's important. Well, here's what Steph Curry had to say about their expectations. Quote, "We talk about the three-peat just because it's in front of us. I don't think that's something that's repeated every single day. But when we start the season, obviously we lay everything out on the table. What's at stake in terms of our expectations?" What do you think about Steph Curry putting on wax that they're a championship or bust?
He's a son of a gun, literally. Father Dale played against him, had a quick release, long-time career, great shooter. Steph Curry understands, because he's been in the gym for so very long, it's okay to embrace the reality. And he knows that when Boogie comes back, Dale Curry, his father, the son of a gun. And he understands that to three-peat is strictly something that does not take place, and it is really special. And he plays for a coach that won 3 championships with the Bulls, 2 championships with the Spurs, and 3 as a head coach. So he understands how to get them there as a leader. So I have no problems with him owning it. I didn't want to hear a stock answer. But here's what people got to pay attention to. Boogie ain't going to be playing in the beginning of the year. And I got a trivia question for all you basketball fans. Name the 3 or 4 people that's going to be playing up front at center. You're going to get to know them this year because you don't know them just yet.
Looney, Hill, McCaw? No, he's
a guard.
Small. Yeah.
Bell.
Oh, Bell, that's right. Yeah.
So, like, those guys are going to be playing quality minutes.
Zaza, he ain't there anymore.
He's in Detroit.
Yeah.
So that's my point. So while they will have a chance to win it all again, of course, when you're competing against them, you got to say, where are they weak? And that's a position that they have to now develop somebody to play quality minutes. So for my 2 goals for the Warriors is to do that first and foremost with the 5 spot. The other thing is they need home court advantage. Boston Celtics are coming. And 6 of the worst 7 or 8 teams in the league on paper going into the year play in the East. The Boston Celtics play 52 games against that conference.
Those players, yeah.
They get Kyrie back. They get Gordon Hayward back. They have a legitimate chance to have the best record in the NBA. They won 55 games last year. Jason Tatum's going to take a lead. Jaylen Brown's going to take a lead. Terry Rozier made a name for himself. They brought back Marcus Smart. So if I'm the Boston Celtics, and that's the second thing for the Warriors, I'm trying to get a home court advantage against them in the finals.
Jalen Rose, no one loves lobster more than you, right?
Nobody.
Every time we go out, lobster's on the menu. What do?
Grill. Well done.
Order it. No matter, even if there's just lobster in a dish, you order it.
Correct.
Lobster ravioli. Jalen wants it.
No doubt.
Love lobster. Well, Jalen Rose, I found someone that loves lobster.
Lobster mash.
I found someone that loves lobster more
Lobster
than
mac
you.
and cheese.
Listen to me. I found someone that loves
Lobster
lobster
bisque.
more than you. This man is dancing with a lobster in the club, and he's petting it. And he's petting it. Jalen Rose, he's not. He's waltzing with the lobster, and I love that move at the end where he pets it. Look at him right here. Boom! He goes to the full pet of the lobster in the club. Homeboy brought a lobster as his date to the nightclub. Does this man officially love lobster more than you?
Soft move.
Oh, come on.
Soft move.
Oh, come on.
Number 1, because I'm jealous.
Oh, you're jealous. That's why. You're just jealous.
That he's giving the lobster more attention than I could ever. But number 2, he need to be finding somebody else to talk to.
Oh, you don't think people are coming up and talk to him?
No.
That's a conversation piece.
No, he looks
Are.
weird.
Oh, they are. Oh, weird plays. Weird plays.
I didn't see nobody trying to come up and talk to him.
We watched an 8-second video. I promise you, he went home with a bunch of ladies in tow.
No,
and the lobster had 3 ladies. He had 3 ladies. Oh, definitely.
He up in the club smelling like fish.
Because that lobster was wearing perfume.
Come
you
on,
take the
man.
lobster out, you clean the lobster up.
Stop
that lobster's the best wingman I've seen.
No,
that is the best wingman I've seen.
You got to put that lobster in
you're jealous. Don't be jealous of the lobster, man. Don't change the channel.
You need to find somebody to dance with.
Don't change the channel. Because after this...
Don't nobody move.
Can I speak?
Nobody
Can I finish the segment?
Nobody move. Nobody get hurt.
After this, we'll give you a look at ESPN's over 20-hour documentary about the love of basketball. That's right after this on Jalen Jacoby.